Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I really want to have a heart-to-heart talk with my women. And the truth is, I know I've talked on high value, I've talked on leveling up. I've talked on, mental health and all. And all these things are for reasons, okay? They are for a reason, and that's to, kind of prepare us, give us the material and prepare us to always choose ourselves and to break generational curse. I mean, trauma bonding, repetition of the repeating and the repetition of patterns, unhealthy patterns that contribute to a lot of traumas in the society. It also contributes in our immediate home, and it stunts growth, not even kind of, it definitely stunts growth. So because of that, I had to talk on this because I also, on my journey, I experienced all those things, and it took me a conscious effort, the willingness to want to do better, the willingness to want to take the risk, and the desire to, pick myself, be better, be happy, outweighed whatever noises, societal constructs, the obligations and expectation, it kind of outweighed it. And sometimes your feelings, sometimes your intention, I feel like the universe works with your emotions, your intention, and with your decision. All those things, they work in alignment. Sometimes you might not know what you want, but looking around, you know what you don't want, and sometimes that intention alone is enough for you to, to push you towards action to get or to attain what you want. And so today I'll be talking on, do you, are you ready for love? Are you ready for the lifestyle you want? What is love? To some people, they say love is sacrifice, love is selfless, and all. True and true. And some people say love is love. And different people, different definition. But one thing I know is that love is an action word. And love starts with you, yourself. It starts with how you hold yourself, how you carry yourself, what you think of yourself, the conception, whatever you have carried along with you, and the willingness to want to pick yourself, because self-love, unconditional love, is the highest. Because you can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. A lot of people are highly delusional because they feel like, especially all these small boys that lie to these ladies, these naive girls, I love you and all, and all, everything is just, to get on that age. Why don't you just say you have an itch and you want to scratch it? A lot of ladies will respect you more. But a lot of these naive girls, they want to believe it, and I think a lot of ladies will go through it. That's why parents need to, be there to talk to their parents, their kids, not necessarily shame them, okay? Because the girl child, you're usually shamed, where, to avoid identification of children. Now, I'm not saying impose some standards on your children and force them to take like an adult. No, I'm saying it's the little things you do, how you make them know that their feelings matters. You don't need to make them earn your love or your attention, to do the extra thing, because all those things go a long way, especially in the mind of the girl child. Okay, you don't want her to go out there to be overwhelmed by peer pressure and wanting to, do everything to impress one silly boy. And also, it depends on how you also, the dynamics, the setting of your home. Do your man respect you? Do you value yourself? And children learn a lot from what we do, not necessarily what we say. So the question is, are you ready for your lifestyle? Because a lot of women say they want love, they want to be happy, but they are not ready. And even though they want it, but their mindset, because again, it takes a lot, it takes years. See, it takes years, especially when you don't know better. If you have been of a low mindset, if you have been dealing with years of insecurity, trauma, abuse, the body remembers, the body knows. It takes years to heal, okay? Let's just say like 5 years or 6 years. And it needs consistent work. You see this level up, and you see this level up. It takes years. Like, even when you're getting it, because there are going to be days of lapses. And that's the thing. One thing about women is we are always hard on ourselves. I don't know who taught us that. But we are. When you fail, you feel like, gosh, why did I do this? You get, no, 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 no. Once you have a relapse, you look at yourself, you pick yourself up again, you love yourself more. Acknowledge the fact you have been consistent. Continue, because there are going to be days, there are going to be, even people who are happy, are positive, there are days they don't like themselves. It happens, okay? So now is the decision, is the constant decision to always pick yourself that differentiate them from others. So you have to be patient with yourself in this level of journey. You have to. That's the only way you can even succeed in at making it. Yes, see, for you, for especially for someone who used to be a duster, I used to be a dusty. Okay, I had a lot of values, but I'll just say I used to be low value because I didn't know my worth. And if you don't know your worth, if you don't know your value, you're as well as low value, you're as good as low value. Okay, so a lot of women, they want a better life, they want love, they want relationship, but they are not ready. Again, I want to thank my independent women. I want to thank the feminists who fought for equality, because there was a time in Nigeria women were only seen and not heard. Like our opinion were nothing. And somehow, now I know that feminism is different for different people, different culture, because you can't look at African feminism as that of the Europeans or the white women. Is different. The gaze is different. The environment and all is different. So I just feel like sometimes women forget the purpose of this, especially the third wave feminism. Okay, I have nothing against feminists. I used to be one. Okay, so they miss the whole idea. I understand the reason for equalism, but sometimes I feel like sometimes there's this deep hatred for themselves, because a lot of times some women want to be men. And like, see, to be a woman is very powerful, highly powerful, but I feel like a lot of times women don't understand their worth, their power. That's why they feel so inferior to want to, to take over the men's role, and it works against them. Because if you're waiting for that, then act like a man, then be a man, and the consequences that come with men falls on you. Don't complain. Okay, especially when they ruffle shoulders, soldier, shoulders in the wrong way. Okay, so the question is, are you ready for a relationship? When a man comes into your life as a woman, now, be you student, be you jobless, be you independent, be you dependent, anyhow you see yourself, when a man comes into your life, when I mean a man, a good man, because a lot of women want this. When you spend your time praying about, I want this money, and God gives you the money and you go and squander it. You don't know what to do with it, because you have been asking, but never took the time to think, okay, once I get this money, what will I use it for? Am I ready to get it? Do I have the emotional intelligence to guide with it? So all these things are to put in place. So a lot of women want to be in a serious relationship, but they don't know how to. They don't even understand how it works. They don't know what to do with it. And by relationship, I don't mean all these toxic men that want to shout, I'm a man, follow my lead, because we all know high value men, real men, they don't talk about that. They don't argue because they know they have the properties of a leader. All they have to do is to show you they are in your life, bless your life, impact your life. Automatically, you just follow their lead. Like your feminine side, that softness comes out automatically. You rest in your femininity. Okay, even the most masculine woman, once she's around a masculine man, her feminine side kind of come out. She might not be so comfortable with it, maybe because she's used to doing everything for herself, But once she's around them, the aura is so strong. They don't just lead women, they lead men too. So once this kind of man come into your life, a lot of women, they start arguing. Okay, they want to show, yes, I am the woman, I'm independent, they try to compete, and I know you don't need a man. See, let's be honest. There are times I stay single for a while, like I miss the impact of but I enjoy a man's presence. I know their benefit. But to say I need them is a lie. But there's something they call pretense. You don't need to need them to want them in your life. But you know that there are certain properties a man needs to, feel encouraged to be a man around you. Because if you exude that energy of masculinity as a woman, it turns him off, because the kind of men that are impressed with independent women, hardworking women, strong women, and I know there's nothing wrong with being a strong woman, okay, but it's that mentality. I'm a black and strong woman. It means you shouldn't show your emotions. It means you shouldn't be aware. It means you shouldn't enjoy the luxury that comes with femininity, the doors that opens to women when they embrace their soft side. You influence men with your femininity. It makes them want to do something for you. You don't have to be weak, but you can pretend to be to get what you want. Isn't that strength? Isn't that powerful? You shouldn't be a masculine competing. So the kind of men that get impressed with all the things I listed are weak men, are feminine men, are dusty. But successful men, men who have done the work on themselves, who are not impressed by masculinities, who leads not just women but men, who are busy working on themselves, building empires, but understand the fact that they need a intelligent woman. Yes. And these men are men, they are running empire. They need a woman they can have conversation with, a woman to stimulate their mind, a woman to help inspire them, not to build, not to help make a man, no, to inspire them. They need all these things. So you cannot imagine a man that need all this property, because intelligent, high value men need high value women too. You don't have to be working. And if you're working, do not in your field, in your job, be the boss lady that you are. Don't be Tolani Bajo. Don't be you're disgracing yourself if you be that kind of woman. No, like in your workplace, you be the boss woman, you lead. But once you come home, you're with a masculine man. I'm not saying don't do this to feminine men, no. Don't do this to weak men, because you enable their behavior. In fact, I don't mind if you emasculate them, but why be with a man to emasculate him when you can be with a real man? Do you get? I mean a real man. So are you ready for the kind of relationship you claim you want? And the truth is, if you are not ready, you will self-sabotage. Your blessing will turn to a curse. So I feel like right now, this moment now is learning. It's the time for learning. If you don't know what you want, if you're not sure you're ready mentally, now it's time to do the work. All your experience, it's time to turn them to lessons. It's time to intentionally separate yourself from things that do not help to build you. It's time for you to be ready to embrace happiness, love. Some women do not know how to receive. Some women do not know how to embrace love. They don't know how to enjoy luxurious life. And even if a real man comes to them, they might chase it away because they're scared. Like, they don't even know what it feels like. Maybe because they've been told it's wrong. So you need to put all this into consideration. Are you ready? So this is the food for thought. I want you to ponder on it. And if you are, welcome to the life you've been dreaming for. Okay? And for you to get a relationship, like I said earlier on, there are things to set aside. There are things to put in place to help power up that relationship. And that's your mindset. Your mindset is a whole tool, is a great tool, what you put into your mind. And there is a mindset for successful people. There is a mindset for women who want successful men, real men, high value men that don't need you to teach them how to be a man. All they need is your feminine power, your muse, the seductress in you, the divine femininity. That's all. And in order for you to keep them in your life, because there's a difference to get an attention and there's another difference to sustain it. In order for you to keep them in your life, you need to know, be willing and want it. And also not just doing I will die here. Also be willing to walk away if it's not working for you. But we're talking about high value men here. The case is different. People mistaking all these dusties, all these spookies, all these rays, all these weak Nigerian men who just come on social media, bash women and say things about, instead of them to build the community. Like, people pay attention. Those are not the kind of men we're talking about. And a high earning man doesn't mean he's high value. Okay? So this is where I'll end my video. Have a great day. Bye.